Let's take a moment to appreciate an unlikely hero in the high-tech world of regenerative medicine and lab-grown meat, cheese whey. Yes, the liquid byproduct most people discard or associate with bodybuilder protein powder is now finding a second, much more glamorous career as the edible scaffolding for growing cells. We're talking biocompatible frameworks that can support the development of human tissues for medicine or muscle fibers for your future cruelty-free steak. It's sustainability meets science with a side of Parmesan-scented innovation. To understand why this is exciting, let's start with what scaffolds actually do. In both regenerative medicine and cultured meat production, scaffolds are the structural blueprints, porous, 3D frameworks that guide cells to grow in the right shape, direction, and density. Without a scaffold, cells are like confused Lego bricks with no instruction manual. With a scaffold, they become organized, functional tissue, skin, cartilage, or even a perfectly marbled lab-grown ribeye. But creating edible, safe, and nutritionally sound scaffolds has been a massive challenge. Traditional biomaterials like collagen or synthetic polymers have their issues: animal origin, cost, non-edibility, or biodegradability complications. That's where cheese whey proteins, especially whey protein isolate, WPI, and whey protein concentrate, WPC, come in like a culinary version of stem cell scaffolding superheroes. Whey proteins have several key advantages. First, they're naturally biocompatible, meaning they play nicely with living cells. Derived from milk, they're recognized and tolerated by both human and animal cells. No weird immune rejection. No toxic breakdown products. They're already food safe, GRA, generally recognized as safe, and full of bioactive peptides that could even contribute to cell signaling and metabolism. Second, they're structurally versatile. Whey proteins can be denatured, cross-linked, or freeze-dried into various 3D forms, spongy foams, hydrogels, or electrospun fibers. This tunability allows researchers to customize the texture, porosity, and mechanical strength to suit different types of tissue. Want something soft for muscle cells? Flexible cheese whey hydrogel. Need something stiffer for cartilage? Cross-linked whey protein scaffolds with enhanced rigidity. It's like choosing between ricotta and aged cheddar. Same origin, wildly different structure. Third, they bring nutritional integrity to the table, literally. For cultured meat applications, whey protein scaffolds don't just support cell growth, they also contribute amino acids, minerals, and even flavor precursors. Instead of being an inert platform, they become part of the final edible product. You're not just growing a meat analog on a scaffold, you're growing it on a protein-rich, dairy-derived base that enhances the end product's taste and nutritional profile. Think of it as the difference between printing meat on plastic versus printing it on something that already tastes like umami. Now, let's shift to regenerative medicine, where whey protein scaffolds are showing real promise for skin grafts, wound dressings, or even bone tissue engineering. Studies have demonstrated that whey scaffolds can promote cell adhesion, proliferation, and differentiation, especially in keratinocytes, fibroblasts, and even osteoblasts. The natural growth factors and peptides present in whey may help accelerate tissue regeneration, while the scaffold's biodegradable nature ensures it gets safely reabsorbed or metabolized after doing its job. No need to go back in to remove synthetic implants, your body just thanks you and moves on. From a sustainability perspective, this approach also solves a major problem. Cheese production generates millions of tons of whey annually, much of which goes unused or ends up as waste. Transforming that waste into high-value biomaterials is the ultimate industrial glow-up. It's like taking the sad leftovers of mozzarella production and using them to build the future of medicine and food. Of course, challenges remain. Fine-tuning the mechanical properties of whey-based scaffolds without adding non-edible cross-linkers is tricky. Ensuring consistent pore size, scalability, and sterilization standards is still being worked out in the lab. And yes, there's still a bit of an image hurdle. Not everyone's ready to eat something grown on cheese residue, even if it's technically nutritious, delicious, and safer than anything grown in an actual cow. But we're moving fast. With the rise of cellular agriculture and tissue engineering, demand for clean, edible, scalable, and functional scaffolds is exploding, and cheese whey is more than ready to step up. It's turning out to be not just a leftover, but a launch pad. So the next time you eat a piece of cheese, remember, The watery stuff that drained off might soon be part of a 3D printed steak, a skin graft, or even an organ patch, quietly reshaping science one denatured protein strand at a time. Because in the future, even the leftovers deserve a second chance to become something revolutionary.